Hello, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kayla. I'm the face here behind my well-oiled life. And today I am hopping on to talk to you guys about my favorite oils for acne. So I get a lot of messages from you guys wondering what you can use for acne and how to use it. So I'm going to tell you guys my favorite oils and how I use them, and so you guys can incorporate those into your routine. So the easiest way to use them is really to add them to your moisturizer or to blend them together in either a fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil is a little bit better for your skin because it's more identical to your natural skin oils. So some people break out less. So you can add on the moisturizer, you can make a roller with a carrier oil. And the other thing that you want to do is what we call a spot treatment. Now, a spot treatment is you may use a serum or use your moisturizer with different oils in it all over your face. A spot treatment, you're actually just going to take a little bit of oil on your finger and press it right on the area where you're having trouble. So I tend to do both. If I use oils on my face every night. I use yarrow palm, I use turmeric, I use melaleuca, I use frankincense. And so I'll use those every night, but then I'll also do a little bit more on the areas that need more attention, if that makes sense. One thing I did want to mention for the women out there, my breakouts almost always either correspond to one, eating crappy foods, and sometimes we just have to indulge, right? And two, my cycle. So using the Clary Calm blend, which is the hormone balancing blend on your lower abdomen, can be really supportive for that, as well as the phytoestrogen can be really helpful because excess estrogen or bad estrogens, that kind of thing, can cause breakouts. So one thing that is amazing for your skin is the Lifelong Vitality Pack. That is the one thing I would highly recommend if you have chronic issues. When I forget to take mine, stuff like this happens where I break out. That's kind of why I'm hopping on here, because this is going on. So I figure it might be for other people. But the Lifelong Vitality Pack is our supplement line from doTERRA. It's actually their top selling revenue product. Because it does so much. But one thing it really does is it helps keep your skin nice and clear. It helps cleanse your skin organ. Your skin is the largest organ on your body. So when stuff's happening internally, you're going to break out, right? So using the Lifelong Vitality Pack is going to help balance all those other systems so that it's not showing up on your face, right? So that's the number one thing I can tell you that makes a huge difference in my skin is that Lifelong Vitality Pack. I don't have any makeup on, hardly ever. So what you guys see is what you get. And I use all doTERRA skincare products on my face. And I still break out. I mean, it's not going to be a miracle where you never break out, but I know what causes it. And typically it's like something I ate or my cycle. And the cool thing is I can get rid of it pretty quickly with these tools. So a few things I love to use. The number one is yarrow palm. Not only is it great for wrinkles and great for collagen production and elasticity in your skin, but it's actually super, super good for acne. And it's also really good for hormonal support. So like hormonal acne responds really well to yarrow palm. It is pretty much the best thing I've ever put on my face. I use it every single night. And it's amazing. It really, really is. So yarrow palm is always one that I use every single night, and it's actually already diluted in the pomegranate oil. So you can use this straight on your face. You can actually use this just as your moisturizer if you wanted to. But if you're struggling with acne, there's a few other oils I use. Frankincense, also good for wrinkles, but really great for getting rid of that bacteria on your face and getting rid of the acne and the redness and the inflammation that comes along with it. So frankincense is another one you definitely want to use. Lavender is actually also another really great one, especially if you have more dry skin. Lavender can be a really, really great oil to use. One that you may not think of a lot is actually turmeric. It's great for the skin. Really, really is. This one is super powerful for acne. I'm just amazed at how well this works. And I'll even like take off the cap and just put a little bit on my finger and do like a spot treatment. It does not smell great, at least to me, but some people like it. But yeah, you can just put them. If I'm just doing a spot treatment, most of these that I'm mentioning, I will use straight on my face, because these are, the ones that I'm mentioning are actually pretty gentle. They're not hot oils, and I'm just putting it on a tiny little spot. But if you know that you have more sensitive skin, you're going to want to dilute. But that's really more of, you need to know your skin. My skin's not super sensitive, even on my face. So it responds really well to these oils. The other one I highly recommend is Melaleuca or tea tree oil. This is my go-to. One of my first experiences with oils was actually with tea tree oil. I bought some at my local health food store for acne. I would use it on my face. And so when I went to my first oil class and they talked about this oil, I was like, oh, I already have it. I don't really need that one. And then it came in my kit, so I used it, right? And it was night and day, the difference in that tea tree oil versus doTERRA's. I threw the other one away because it worked 20 times better on my acne. It was crazy, and that really showed me the purity of doTERRA's, because I had bought this other one and it was great, I thought, but I didn't realize it could be 100 times better. So Melaleuca is a great one for acne. It's one that I always incorporate. If you're from our Australian market and you have access to Manuka, I'm fortunate I have a whole team in Australia, so I have Manuka. But if you're fortunate to be in that market and you have access to Manuka, it's really great for acne as well. It's actually 33 more times more powerful than tea tree when it comes to like its antibacterial properties and things like that. So that's a really good oil to use as well. Another one that I incorporate is Copaiba. You guys know I put that in everything, and I put it in my skincare as well. It's actually really good for wrinkles. It's really good at removing the bacteria. It's good for the inflammation. So it's a really great one to use on acne as well. And then if you want a very specific blend for acne, maybe you're for a teenager or something like that, we have it the HD Clear Blend, which has a bunch of different oils in it: cumin, hoe wood, melaleuca, eucalyptus, geranium, and litsi. And so you can actually buy this blend. It's relatively inexpensive, and you can utilize this if you don't have the other oils, or if you really want something acne focused. This helps as well. For my skin, this does not work the best for my skin, but for some people it does. So that's the thing, you kind of have to do a little bit of trial and error. For me, things like Europalm, turmeric, melaleuca, and frankincense, and Copaiba work the best. Those are my top 5 go-to oils for acne, because that's what works best for my skin. For other people, the HD Clear works. Geranium can be helpful. Cedarwood can actually be a really helpful oil for the skin. So play with what you have and see what your skin responds best to. The other thing that I notice is that depending on where my acne originated, like if it was food related or that kind of thing, sometimes I have to switch up my oils. So you'll actually, it's really interesting. Purify Blend works really well as a spot treatment on acne, and Zendocrine Blend as well. Both of those are really good at detoxing your skin. So either one of those is going to be a really good blend to use as well. So if you have any of those, use them. The last thing I want to mention, and this is so good, but the mud mask. So I use the mud mask every week just as like a detox for my skin. Plus it's kind of like having a spa at home. But my trick with the mud mask is if you have like a really pesky pimple that just won't go away or won't surface or is really painful and just deep in your skin, take a tiny bit of this, apply it like just on the small area, and leave it on overnight. I know that sounds really funny, but it's kind of like that toothpaste trick that you can do, or that I have done before as a teenager, where you apply the toothpaste and leave it on all night. This works way better. So just take a little bit, put it on the spot, and leave overnight. And it's crazy how it can help it, surface and get the crap out or get it to go away. So that is what I use. That is what I use all the time. Like I said, sometimes I switch it up if my skin isn't responding correctly. Other things, drinking lemon in your water is going to be a really good way to kind of detox your body a little bit. Taking the Zindacrine blend internally. The Zindacrine blend is a blend of oils specifically for helping rid toxins out of your body, out of all of your different organs, and your skin is your biggest organ. So we get all kinds of stuff in our bodies every day through our skin. So utilizing that is a really great way to help yourself internally. Also using things, I already mentioned using the Lifelong Vitality Pack, but the probiotic, which is the PB Assist, a lot of times if our skin is breaking out, it's because of gut issues. So you always want to look at your gut when things are going on. So that is what I use. That is what helps me. I'm so thankful every single day to have these tools. They really work. They are easy to use. And once you get into kind of a rhythm with them, you don't know any other way of doing it. It's just the first thing you think of is, which oil should I use? Let me go grab one. Let me try it out. So if you need any support getting oils in your home, reach out. You can actually get the Lifelong Vitality Pack free with a special promotion we have right now. And I have some other deals for you. So go ahead and shoot me a message if you are ready to try some natural solutions. I hope this was helpful for you all.